I was so sad it's the last time we used the reel. I forgot to hit go live after I hit play.
That's so funny.
Good thing it's so long.
Nice. There.
Welcome, everybody. We are so excited to see you all and talking about my mess up with tools. Cheryl, what are we doing today? I'm so excited.
We're going to talk about tools. Tools are really, really important in your business. And, it's important to have great tools and it's important to update those tools and to keep them fresh, keep them current, keep them modernized, um, so that people can easily access what you want them to within your tools, so that you can help service them faster.
Love that. And when we think of tools, I mean, we have so many tools that we come up with, right?
Yeah.
Meetings, um, websites, being able to have your card, flyers, phone calls. Your phone is a huge tool in multiple ways. Um, and we also have lives, right? We have social media, that's a tool. Um, One-on-one in person coffee shops. I know somebody who sits in a coffee shop, talks about their business on the phone for like pretends if they don't have real calls, but people stop by because
Oh,
they
yeah.
continuously show up and they will. I mean, I'll have fake conversations. It's a great tool.
It's a tool, right? For sure. I have a very unconventional tool. I'm probably one of a kind, and that's fine. I've always been known as being a little crazy, but I was always branded with our shield, for my core that you see right here on the screen. And I've had tons of clothing made with that shield on it, but it was prior to we had the shield with no words in it. We used to have words in the shield. So I had this whole wardrobe that I actually just recently took to get recycled because that's not who we are anymore. But I actually tattooed the brand to my body. And I know that's a little crazy, but hello, everybody. My name's Cheryl. I'm a little crazy, but I love what it stands for and it's who I am. So it's not crazy to me. It might be crazy to others that don't have a brand as cool as our brand with such an in-depth story. And if you want to learn about it, please feel free to book an appointment with me. I'd love to share with you what our brand means. Um, but when you're representing a brand that you've worked so intentionally on and you love it so much, and it's a great tool, then you should have it with you all the time, be it on the back of your phone or on an Apple Watch or crazy like me on a tattoo, on your shirt, on your mug. When you're in coffee shops, I was at a coffee shop this morning and I took a coffee cup. It's still in the car. I left it in the car, but it has a shield. It has a sticker on it, big shield. So people always know who I am and who I represent. And going to the same place, not working from home, but working from a coffee shop, is definitely where relationships are made. You'll see the same people every day, and they will get to know who you are. And then you'll become an expert and a go to person.
And I want to mention your tattoo is a brand for two. It's a brand for who did it because it's beautifully done, and
Oh,
a brand for
that's,
what it stands for, right?
yeah,
And when you can duplicate and you can double up and you can just do more with tools, that's why we're here. We're doing my core business advisory and wellness for Mari, right? We have both of those under our toolage. We have all of those things to help people with, and we're really, as my core business advisors, we want everybody to succeed, healthy, physically, business wise, mentally. We really want full service. And we brought this conversation up because we always meet before, and we're rolling out a brand new website.
we are
And
today.
it has always been our tool that we use as a sales when we're doing our sales calls or when people are asking us, we get on Zoom, we share the website. You can go through the website and buy it yourself. Like, I mean, you not buy it yourself, but you could sell yourself just by using our website. And that's how simple our tool has always been. And we just included marketing into MyCore. And MyCore is huge on using its own tools. So we used our marketing team to rebuild our website. And it's amazing.
That's right.
Kenya, right?
Yeah. Kenya Adams.
Yeah, she did an amazing job on the website. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, and it is now going to be it was great before, but now we're elevated. We're
Yeah.
into that mindset of where are we as MyCore? Who are we as MyCore? And this is the elevation of who we have always been.
That's what I love so much about us is that everything we've done, like you've said, I've said already, is intentional. And when you really showcase who you are, when you visit our website, and I suggest everybody go see it, just go check it out. Do it a little bit later today because it's gonna
Tomorrow, do it
change.
tomorrow.
Yeah, do it tomorrow. But it's mycore.io, mycore.io. And when you go see it, every person in our video are actually MyCore people. You'll see me in it. I'm in the video. I'm in the website, on the website. But everybody, those are not stock photos. Those are photos of actual MyCore people. So you're actually getting a picture of the people that built MyCore, of the people who work daily in MyCore, and you'll get to see, wow, these are really people behind this amazing industry that we brought to life. That's very different than had ever been offered before to small businesses across the U.S.
And I love that we're using our marketing tools. So when we tell you, hey, you need a website,
Yeah,
utilize our marketers for your
right,
website.
right.
Here's example A. And before we intentionally brought them on, they have tons of examples of why we wanted to use them, why we wanted to bring them into our hub of services, which I love that Kenya focused on the hub on the website because that was my favorite from our meeting, from
Yeah.
our in person. So I love that that gets showcased.
And they also have 20 years of experience. So we really do our work and vet the people that we bring in under the MyCore shield to help our clients with. We vet them well. And we are always a client of theirs before we would ever ask you to be.
I love
Yeah.
that, Cheryl. I want to kind of talk about some other tools that MyCore has because, we're talking about tools. So yes, website, it's brand new and shiny. Go look at it tomorrow, not today. But we also use different tools for payroll. We use different tools for all kinds of things. And when we help everybody, we're rolling out. When we help everybody with payroll, we use Gusto, which is it's a great service, but their customer service not as great. So we have back doors and we have, every company you work with, you learn your back door and your way around it. And that's why we have Laura, and Laura is one of our biggest tools.
Oh, yeah.
She's she's amazing. And so she gets to help you navigate your payroll, your benefits, she helps you navigate all of the things, including the marketing team. She helps get you what you need to, where you need to be and how you need to be there. But she's been doing it forever. So really we have the tools, we have the standings, and we have the space. And I think that's just prime. It's prime to be in the right space at the right time, but it was built for businesses with the
Right.
intention of other people will benefit.
Yeah. You're exactly right. I mean, we always wanted to lead with service, and we built our company service proof so that our service will always be forefront and never get lost in it. Now, what does that mean? That's meant that we aren't growing as fast as other companies want to or are made to because they've got monies and board of directors and all sorts of stuff behind them. I mean, we are a grassroots bootstrapped company. We don't owe anybody anything. So we have kind of done things our way and are growing slowly and organically because we don't ever want to lose the service. We want our service to be who we are and who we're known for. So we've always been cloud based, paperless, and virtual, which prior to the pandemic wasn't cool, but we cool now. And
We were cool before it was cool.
we were cool before it was cool. That's right. But I think people have grown accustomed to that now and actually really prefer it and like it because it makes them very flexible also. And, it works very well. We have 155 clients that are very happy with us and that we are helping on the daily for them to run their business. And we're doing it cloud based, paperless, and virtual. So they haven't necessarily met us in person, but they know us well and we know them well. So I love that we were able to, move with the times and really bring something fresh to help these small businesses that have always had big business problems, but never had the resources existed for them because, again, people weren't so quick to move to the modern, new age ways of things needing to be done now.
Well, and you bring up a very interesting point because you just said move with the times. However, we were ahead of the times.
We were, yeah.
And we were ahead of the times. Every time we kind of look at, okay, we're using this and this kind of came out, but we've already been doing that, or we're here and we're already doing these things and we're already putting these places. And that's one of the benefits of having MyCore as a tool is we're able to say, hey, we've already vetted, looked, researched, we see where this is going. We're not having papers. And when we went paperless, hospitals were still trying to get their stuff scanned so they could go paperless, right? The amount and the impact on the environment and just the having unsecure documents in your office at any point, all of those things are very very old age, very like we're coming into a place where we have all the tools, we have all the right things. And so I love that Nathan and the whole experience team are looking at where are we going?
Right.
Not what we're already 5 years in the future.
Always. Yeah.
So they're already looking at 10 years in the future.
Yeah.
We're sitting in this forward motion, and so as a client of MyCore and as somebody who uses MyCore, or if you are in the MyCore loops and you're watching their YouTube or our YouTubes and all of our lives, all of the tools that we provide to people for free, or all of those things are going to keep you at least one step ahead. And when you use us as an actual client, I could only imagine how many steps farther you're going to be because we want you to succeed the best that you can.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? People think, "Oh, well, but I'm doing it on my own and things are working and I'm good." I remember how terrible it was setting up and different things they think, "Oh, we got this. We're not paying a lot of money. We don't want to pay for services that we're good at." But what people don't know is what they don't know. All right? If you got in business and you own a hair salon, say, you got in business because your passion and your purpose were to take care of your community, bring them beauty and make them feel good, and provide awesome haircuts. You didn't get in your business to learn payroll or benefits or HR or bookkeeping or accounting or marketing. And these are very gnarly, separated, siloed, and fragmented industries, and you need somebody to get in there that are experts. And what MyCore does is bring those companies together, provide you one person to help you through the verticals. That's just what's so awesome is we vet the best experts and then we form that relationship. We go through the learning curve. We learn the tech. The we learn it all to bring it and to help you side by side every day so that you can stay in your best day and your best time and with your best energy. And that's what I need people to realize. It's not about the money. Everyone's like, oh, well, how much do you cost? And this is working for me. It's the time and the energy, right? And time and energy brings you money. Do you know how much money we've saved our people? Because this is our one thing. This is what we're doing. We're not doing this and cutting hair. So we have found money in compliance issues that the business owner was doing wrong. We have found money that they, as doing their own books and bookkeeping, didn't even know they could write these extra things off. And we've been able to bring people so much money. We've been able to introduce the ERC, which you may be thinking, what's ERC? Exactly my point. That's exactly my point.
I love it.
One thing, and this is what we are so good at. So if you don't know what ERC is, you may have to make sure you call us. But you got to get your head out of, I got to save money right now. No, it's how much could somebody else do and bring for me that I don't have the time and energy to learn on my own. So you got to get out of that thinking, and you will be amazed once you're out. One, how much happier you and your family and your coworkers are. And two, we will save you so much money. Maybe right off, maybe in the long run. But if you weren't spending the time dedicated and learning those things, working on that technology, I mean, when I come in and I tell people we can do your payroll in 5 minutes, they're like, oh, I spend 6 hours a week. Well, how much money could you be bringing in 6 hours a week if you weren't doing payroll? And back to the hairdressing, if you're with a client and someone comes up and says, my paycheck wasn't right, they're going to be in their head about that all day, wondering how they're going to pay their bills because their paycheck wasn't right. They've interrupted you with your client. Now you got to stop, go figure that out. With MyCORE, you text Laura, hey, Laura, Brittany's payroll wasn't right on Friday. And that's it. No 1-800 numbers, no calling. We have really brought amazingness to these small business owners. But it's not just around money, it's time and energy too.
Well, and that, hey, this paycheck is wrong. We do have steps. When those steps are followed, we have backup steps. We have what is in place so that you have less energy, less
Yeah,
issues. So if something is wrong, it's pretty easy to pinpoint what is wrong because we know what the steps were, we know how to follow them, and we can do that. And I love what you said, because here's the thing. If you think about how much time you spend as an owner managing your payroll person, you wouldn't have to manage your payroll person if you were the owner and they were having issues. You could say, call Laura. If your payroll person is having issues, they now have somebody to look at it. I was in accounting. Payroll people have issues all the time.
yeah,
Accounting has issues all the time. So to be able to focus on what I need to fix right now, here, Laura, please take this stuff off of my plate. I need assistance. Those are huge. And you're talking about a second employee and not employee. I'm sorry. I said employee. You're talking about a second hand, somebody to assist, somebody to help for $150 to 1 to 10. I think it's like 180 something. I don't remember the price exactly off the top of my head, but for 1 to 10 employees, you're looking at just somebody to stand in to help in case of an emergency, but also to set up all the new exchanges. Insurance takes so much time when it comes to new benefits, when it comes to enrollment, when it comes to processing all of that information, and we really help with that follow up and that held
exactly.
up.
Exactly. 100%. And we call it people advisory. I mean, it's something that nowadays, people's service model is chatbot and or press one, press one, press one. I mean, that gets tiring and people don't have time for that. So
Yep.
it's pretty exciting. But yeah.
Yeah. We are at 20 minutes
I
because we
don't
can
know
talk about tools all day long.
all day.
Speaking of talking about tools all day long, if you are an amazing, wonderful business woman later on in I don't remember how long, an hour and a half, I
30
think.
minutes, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Oh, in half an hour. There is a meeting that we all network at, and it is phenomenal, proven to really get people connected and speaking and talking. So over here are our QR codes. Look at me, point to the right side. Um, look, Cheryl has MyCORE on lockdown. I have MyCORE mostly on lockdown. Book with us, and even if it's not about the MyCORE aspect, but it's the tools aspect, or you have questions, we are smart cookies and we are business advisories. She's a senior business advisor. I'm a regular business advisor. But I mean, we're both super special, super knowledgeable,
Love it.
and it is our goal to get you going. So
That's
thank
right.
you guys very much.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
I forgot to end the stream.